ಏನಾಗೈತೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಜದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಲುಂಟು ಎಂಬುವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆ. ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಂಬಲ ನೀಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆವು. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಇದೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ತುಳುನಾಡು ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಮಂಡಳಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಯೋಗಿ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ.
ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ, ಚಿಂತನ ಮಂಥನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ದೇಶದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ, ದೇಶ ಉದ್ಧಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚಿಂತನೆ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜಾತಿಯ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ರಾಜ್ಯದವರು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪಂಗಡಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಭಾಗಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಒಟ್ಟು ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂಥದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವೇನು ಸೇರಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಐಕ್ಯತೆಗಾಗಿ, ಸೌಹಾರ್ದತೆಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನು ಸೇರಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಮಾತಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾರಿ ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ. ನಮಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಸಾಹಿತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ. ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ನವರು ಅವರ ಏನು ಆರ್ಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ, ನಟನೆ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೊಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಾಕಿಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸಾಹಿತಿಗಳು ಅವರ ಲೇಖನ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಬಹುದು. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ನಡೀತಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಈಗಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪಿಡುಗು ನಮ್ಮ ಯುವಕರು ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹೋದಾಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಎನ್ಜಿ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಬಹುಶಃ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಂದು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಸಿ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ನಮ್ಮ 1980ಗಿಂತ ಮುಂಚಿನ ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 2000 ನಂತರ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಲಿಟ್ರಸಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಸಿ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ನಿಂದಾಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಏನ್ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಅವರು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಗದ್ದೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರಾಗಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಎಡೋರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಕಾಲ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಬೇರೆ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ದೇ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟರ್ ದೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಬಹುಶಃ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅದು ಹಾಳಂತಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಯುವ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೋ ಒಂಥರ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಸರಿದಾರಿಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 1,000 ಜನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಅವರಿಗೆ 50-100 ಜನ ಡ್ರಗ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಗ್ ತಕೊಂಡವರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಅವರ್ ನೇಷನ್. ನಾವು ದೇಶದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ಈ ಡ್ರಗ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡದಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಅವರ್ ನೇಷನ್. ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಯುವಕರಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಯುವ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಇಂತೆಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪು ದಾರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿರುದ್ಧನೇ, ಅವರವರ ಒಳಗೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧನೇ ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ದೇಶ ಹಾಳಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನಾಶಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಮಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಯುವಕರಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲಿಂದಾಗಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯನೇ ಇರುವುದು ಯುವಕರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಒಂದು ಸಮೃದ್ಧ ಯುವ ಜನರ ದೇಶ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಒಂದು 60-70% 40 ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ರಾಯಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಿನವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವರ್ಷ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಯೂತ್ ಪವರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 30-40 ವರ್ಷ. ಆ ನಂತರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪುನಃ ಮುದುಕರಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಯುವರಿಗೆ ಬಲಿಷ್ಠ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವುದು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರುವುದು ಮಾಡುವುದು ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನೀವೇನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ನಾನು ಮೊದಲಿನ ಸಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಥ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ರಾಯ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಡಯಸಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಕ್ಯಾಥಲಿಕ್ ಡಯಸಿಸ್ PRO ಆಗಿ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. PRO ಆಗಿ ವಿಶ್ವಪರಪರವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ನಾನು ಈ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೌಹಾರ್ದತೆಗಾಗಿ ಮದರ್ ತೆರೇಸಾ ವಿಚಾರ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು, ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 5 ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ನಾವು ಸೌಹಾರ್ದತೆಗಾಗಿ ಸನ್ಮತರು ಒಟ್ಟುಗೂಡುವ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಆಶಿಸ್ತಾ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಆಶಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ನಾನು ರಾಜ ಚಂಚಮರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಆದಿರಾವಿಡ ಸಮಾಜ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಘದ ಕೋಶಾಧಿಕಾರಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ವಿರುಫಾರ್ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಬಡತನ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟಿಷ್ಟಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು 2 ತಿಂಗಳ ಮೊದಲೊಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಪ್ರಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅದು ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿದಲ್ಲ, ವಿಶ್ವಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ 31% ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡು ಬಡತನ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಭಾರತದ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ 1952ರಲ್ಲಿ 50,000 ಕೋಟಿ ಬಜೆಟ್, ಕಾಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಈಗ 20 ಲಕ್ಷ, 30 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೋಟಿ, 50 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೋಟಿ, 40 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೋಟಿ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡತನ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಮೂಲನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಭಾರತದ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣರಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸದರಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ಶಾಸಕರಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಿರಂತರ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ 5 ವರ್ಷ, 6 ವರ್ಷ, 7 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ದುರಾಡಳಿತ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳು ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಈಗಲೂ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಬರೀ 40% ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ 40% ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದು ಹಸು ಯಾವುದು, ಬಡತನ ಯಾವುದು, ರೋಗ ರುಜಿನ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ತಿಂದು ನಾಳೆ ಸತ್ತರೂ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈ ವಿಚಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಫಲರಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಭಾರತ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. 30 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದೂ, ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ, ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತರೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಭಾರತ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮುದಾಯ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಒಂದು ಭಾರತನ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುವ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು 2ನೇ ಸರಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದತ್ತ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ದರೆ ಭಾರತ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ದಿಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ.
You understand Kannada?
No, I can't.
English you can't.
I only understand English.
English.
I can understand English. Hindi also. Hindi and English both.
My name is N.G. Mohan. English ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
English ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. I'm involved in a couple of service activities in Mangaluru. So a few years back, Mr. Mohammed Farhan Nazwi Saab were introducing, he mentioned about two things mainly. One is hunger, other one is drug abuse. Drugs. How these two things are spoiling the lives of people of India in general, and more so in South Canada or in Mangalore in particular. So in this direction, I would like to express my views. I want to take you back to the year 98, 99 and all, when I was organizing the Karavali Utsav, that is the district festival of Mangalore. We were organizing it at the Karavali Utsav Maidan, which is adjacent to the stadium, Mangalore stadium, Mangala stadium. One day, my volunteers, they came and told me, sir, in the galleries there are some syringes and needles, used syringes and needles. We found in the garage, in the gallery of the stadium. So I went and saw, because I am a pharmaceutical distributor, so I know about medicines a little bit. They were a particular injection called tidijasic injection, a sort of a morphine injection it is. And the syringes to inject it, they used the syringes and ampoules were there. I knew because I was the distributor for that product. That product was from a company called TDPL, Tamil Nadu Dada Pharmaceutical. So I went and informed the DC, Mr. Raman Reddy at that time. So such and such is misused here. That's what we have found in the galleries of the stadium. So he said, okay, one will immediately call a meeting. He called a meeting of all the concerned people like the drug department, police and all. And in the meeting it was discussed. And there I only suggested that we should ban, because this particular injection is not a lifesaver. It is used mainly in cases of advanced cancers, when the pain is unbearable. Doctors give this injection. And also it is used at the time of pregnancy, at the labor pain. When the labor pain intensifies, they use this. But for that there is not much of use. So it was decided in that meeting that this particular injection we will ban. And I stopped ordering that injection thereafter. This is the first notice of drugs being used or medicines being used as a drug. Yeah. It was totally stopped. After that, the drug department caught 2 retailers in spite of the ban. That was costing only 4 rupees at that time, that injection. In spite of the ban, 2 of the drug retailers, they bought it from Chennai, that's what I came to know. And they were selling it at 100 rupees to the drug abuse. This is how the drug abuse continues here. After about 1 or 2 years, in a college here, let me not name the college or institution or shops and all. One student of PUC died of excessive drugging. It's not the injection or anything, it may be the other drugs also. And after that, I came to know that in that college, there are quite a few drug addicts, students, at the PUC section. So I knew a lecturer who was a very good social worker also in Mangalore, and I requested her to speak to these drug abuse, drug-affected children, drug-infected children. And she came out with the news that she told me 2 shops neighboring that educational institution where these children are getting. So I went and informed the police SP about this. He said, okay, we'll definitely take action on this. The action was taken by the police. Now, as you know, the SP will not go to the field directly. SP will tell his subordinate, his subordinate will tell his subordinate, and finally it goes to the police. And by the time they attacked these two shops, no drugs were found in that shop. Children are getting the medicine, drugs, but police are not getting it. So I did not elaborate more on this because you will understand what is the problem here. So this is how this drug abuse still continues in our district. So we need to do something. The society needs to do something about it. Thankfully, this time the present our Commissioner of Police, he is very strict, and I think they have done a lot of arrests in this direction. They have not caught hold of so many people, but still it happens. Another example I give you: a friend of mine, he returned from the Gulf countries. He came out. He's a cameraman. He's very fond of camera shooting and all. And he had a drone also. He wanted to make a film of his own, just not for a commercial purpose, for his own pleasure. So he selected the place from Udyavur to Kasargod, that is in the Kerala, the coastal. He wanted to make a picture on the coastal place. And while doing that, while moving around in the places and all, identifying the spots for shooting of the film, he came to know that large scale of drug trafficking is taking place in that place. And he came to know even the name of the main drug peddler who was supplying to other and he had assistants also. And he made a film. He came to know about one boy whom he knew, his family he knew. That boy had no father, father had died, mother and son were living. And he went and told the mother, see, your son is in bad company, he has a habit also, and he is a drug trafficker, which may put him behind bars one day, so you should be careful about it. You should ask him to stop it. Do you know what reply she gave? If he stops doing that, how we will live? This a mother tells. How we will earn our bread? She is more worried about earning the bread than saving her son. See, this sort of wrong thinkings and wrongdoings by the people are the main reasons for this drug abuse. Now, from this we need to learn a lesson. Why that mother said it? It's because of hunger. That's what Mr. Muhammad said. It's hunger, because the fear of losing the daily bread or daily food. Because of the hunger. How to come out of that hunger? Okay, even illegal things let us do. Today, drug abuse takes place mainly because of this. So, because there's the poverty is so much, as rightly said by other speakers also, and poverty is so much. Unemployment is increasing day by day, and unemployment is the main reason for all this drug abuse or any other illegal things happening in this place. I feel a group like this or the organization like this should, this may be too short a meeting for us, because this needs more elaborate thinking, elaborate discussions amongst all of us, so that right steps can be taken in the right direction. Thank you very much.
The dignitaries to share your opinion. 15 more minutes left. After that, we will be having guests will be addressing us. All the dignitaries, please feel free to talk.
Sir, N.G. Mohan sir presented the topic in such a beautiful way, citing what is the issue and what should be done. And I'll tell you, last time we had a meeting similar in Hotel Monty Mahal. I attended that meeting for some time, and now and now again I am sitting here, and I'll tell you, this is called a casual approach. It is called an unscientific approach. There are two approaches for addressing any issue. One is a scientific, one is casual, and our approach is very casual. You see this plant here, if it is to reach this level, somebody must have started it as a small plant, watered it every day and nurtured it in such a way, and it come in this way. It is sitting here. Now, we had a meeting 3 months back. We told these are big issues and this is big thing. We can't live like this. All we told, and then we discontinued and we did not do anything. And the same time, I'll give you an example. The similar situation, exactly similar thing in Chicago in 1992. Few people like this gathered in a place and they started talking. This is the problem here. What we can do. What we can do, not what others can do, what the 140 crore people can do. What the people gathered here, what we can do. They started talking about, I can do this, I can do this. For that, they started telling stories. They started telling stories how I struggled in life and how I made my life successful. And people started talking about their success stories. From their real strength, they came to understand. Then they started collaborating each other, started doing small things. When people started doing small things between them, what they did, they created teams, they created roles for people, they created activities with a definite outcome, and they started doing things little by little. Seeing them, more people came, more activities came, more outcome came, and it grown in such a way, the people in underworld, they came to them saying, we want to leave that. There is no joy there, it's all misery there. We are making money, we are spoiling people's life indirectly. We are watching, our own children are also getting involved in that. So we don't want all that, we are ready to give all our money for this. They started coming. This is, you Google in Imagine Chicago. And there is a science called appreciative inquiry. There is a science developed out of it called appreciative inquiry. Look for your strength and understand what you can do and what we can do when we are connected with each other. Now, people sitting here, many of us are knowing to each other. We are all meeting every time talking. People are representing institutions. Everything is there. But none of them are able to come forward and take an action. Everybody, it is only a covering of their face. They want to talk that we are doing big things. People don't want to do because they are not afraid. What is the issue? We have human intelligence, we have artificial intelligence. We know both. But we don't know there is a universal intelligence which is governing us. If I am to sit here and I am to talk to you face to face, there is a plan of the universal intelligence. You call it God or nature, whatever you call. And we are sitting here because of that. Whether we want it or not, we are governed by a system and we will be forced to do the right thing at some point of time. So I suggest to the gathering, put some definite agenda, small things, need not come forward big thing. Create roles for all the people who are here. Can we do some small thing with a definite outcome? Create one unit of goodness. By next 3 months when we come, we should have something like this to happen. Thank you very much.
Good evening everyone, my name is Raghuveer. I've been also connected with the social organization. We are all known circle. So this is my point of view towards youth, how we can nurture them. And rightly said our NG Mohan sir and Paulos also, and all the dignitaries here. So we need to have, I appreciate first of all the organizers to host this kind of initiative. At least we are meeting in some point that we are discussing. And simultaneously that being in a young people in a coastal belt here, because we all know that the part, how we are victim of the lots of bad things in and around that, also we are developed in some other part. So to be in a forum here with lots of intellectuals here, we need to take some few small steps, I feel, like towards the youth, young minds. So being your representative from different bodies or organization or religious bodies here, can we meet up for at least 6 months or 3 months with some program or some kind of ground level activity, so that it will catch more of young minds in and around the Mangaluru. So that there are many untapped areas, are there untapped people, young minds are there who would like to be a part of this kind of program or forum, so that we can reach more people to do something impactable work. It is not important that we should meet in 1,000 number or lakhs number. It is to have a small amount of impact with the young minds. We can see, Renji Mohan sir rightly said that with the initiative of the police department. The commissioner has tried to control with lots of changes in the drug-related area. And also rightly said that Paulus are also mentioning that we can definitely be governed with some positive energies. We are all here that great minds are here, great intellectuals are here. We will definitely take up one program in at least 1 or 2 months so that we can, any organization, any leaders, it can be anyone. For youth doesn't have any religious, youth doesn't have any caste or creed or any status. We have one voice that we wanted for the change, for the betterment of the society, betterment of Mangaluru. So can we, with this forum, we will have a like-minded who's willing to join our hands with us so that we can create one system. The other's voice can also hear by this kind of forum. So hearing voice also matters a lot. Like a forum like this, we should come out with the ground level, at least one activator with the ground level. Well, I'll definitely take a lead in that. Probably we'll all be in one platform. So I'll be more happy that if we come to some other point to action oriented, so that this can be a long journey. This vision is really great. This vision is really great that transformation will happen, definitely transformation will happen with a long journey, not with the speed. So let us join our hand with working with the young minds of the Mangalurians. That's my point. Thank you so much.
Acharya. I'm the KPCC spokesperson, and I also involve in some social activities. Like I'm also a conveyor for one of the cultural associations, Gagramanadi Chavadi. So likewise, also associated with a lot of other clubs and institutions. So in the beginning, some inputs, some informations were given regarding something where we stand in our health index, all those things and all. Okay. So along with that, I would like to put some more focus on additional some more things. Okay. So in case of blood, if we speak about the requirement of blood in India, so I think roughly around 14-15 lakh units is required, blood required per day in India. But unfortunately, we are ending up in a collection of around 70 to 80% of blood. And again in that, the 10% of will go waste due to some of the mishandling of the operations, all those things and all. Another point is the organs. A lot of organ requirements are there. People running under kidney issues, heart problems, a lot of other things, and some minute organs requirement, like bones, all those things and all. So why I'm putting more preface on this point is like, see, normal in India, around 26 to 27 people die every day in India. If everyone, the people, those who die, maybe like due to some age factor, they grow old and they die, that could be around 50% of that. And there are some cases, the accidental cases, around 40% of the cases are accidental cases where they die at a younger age, within 45 age. So in that case, see, generally what we have to see, I have a pledge that I will donate my organs, my eyes or whatever it is during my death. I have given an undertaking for this. So if everyone does this, and if it is been informed to their the family members, so I believe this could be a better step towards a small step towards the countering of the shortage of the organs. And in case of see, there are a lot of other things also. See, education crisis also is there. Recently we came to know that in India around 90,000 government schools are going to shut. So this is also moving on, going to become a big issue. So all these things, if we start countering now itself, so moving further, it could be there will not be a much of burden for the nation. And in case of birth also, every day, around 63 to 75,000 of births are happening in India. And again, if we look into that numbers also, the newborn, the child, whatever is getting birth, 20% of the child, the newborn will die. So these are the records what we are having now. So again the health index there comes into picture. And if we move on, taking a lot of other datas in that, how much the special child will be born, or how much handicapped child will be born. So these kind of things need to be noticed, I believe, at this point of time. Say, there is a saying, what nation has done to us, instead of that, if we think what we can do to the nation, I believe now this is the time to prove that, I mean, like whatever the preface is there, it is better to make it to action. Thanks.
Good evening, respected guests, and it is an awesome opportunity to talk in front of Mohan sir. I don't know how to talk in front of you, I'm too small, but to talk about when we are talking about Garibi and poverty and things like that, I always believe that our subconscious mind doesn't understand what is reality and false, okay? So whatever it says, it takes it, okay? I always believe in that. By the way, my name is Dheeraj B. Udyavar. I'm a small entrepreneur, also a national trainer in JCI, and also having a restaurant chain called Machi, Kelojana Batupur. Okay. So, my way in terms of now we are almost 8 years. Next year we are celebrating 80th year. Okay, from 47 we have been talking about Garibi Hatao. Still Garibi is still there. Okay, so why it is there? It is, as I told you, it is a subconscious mind. We are talking about Garibi, 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 Garibi. So whenever we are talking about poverty next in this forum, I would suggest rather than using Garibi Hatao, maybe let's prosper. That would be the better word, I think. Yeah, positive. So when you say these kind of things, there is in universe there is a lot of vibes out there. We all know this. So let us start with let's prosper then Garibi Hatao. And what I always believe that charity begins at home. Okay, what I can do to the society, that is more important than what society can do for the nation. A few years back, I remember when Brigadier Yogendra Yadav, who was a survivor of Kargil war, okay, who had come to Mangalore, and somebody asked him, "Sir, I just wanted to get into defense and I could not. Now I am 40 plus and there is no possibility to Desha Seva Malike nange agudilla. So what can I do in terms of serving the nation is concerned?" So he said very, I really like the way he said, "Sir, what job you are into?" He asked. He said, "I'm so and so." So whatever job you are doing, you do that job perfectly and ethically. That itself is the job what you are doing to the nation. That is a great thing what we can do as an individual. Whatever profession we are into, we will make sure that we can take this nation to forward. There is no doubt about it. And having said that, I remember 2023, when I'm talking of national trainer, I go to a lot of schools, colleges, charity. I'm basically a soft skill trainer. I also do this exam preparation and things like that. 2023, many schools I had been. And sir, I'm sure you are alumni of Uchila Bowie School. Uchila, okay. In 2023, I had been there, and we have prepared for exam preparation for 10th students. And I'm very proud when that result came. The convener called me and congratulated me. Dheeraj, congratulations. I said, "Oh, okay, thank you. Why? What happened?" He said, "You know Aisha from Biri?" Yeah, I said, "Yes, she was a very good student. She's the number 1 for the taluk and number 2 for the district." Okay. And I was extremely happy that I was the person who prepared for the exams and things like that. 2024, again I have done. 2025, I have not done. This 12th on Youth Day, again I am doing this. Why I am telling this? So whatever I do as an individual, definitely we will make sure that we can take nation into the greater heights. Okay, now I heard that she is becoming a doctor in Yenapoya, things like that. But at the same time, few months back, we were worried that whether we can go to doctors or not. Okay, so I am sure with this mentality, let's prosper from wherever we are taking this forum forward, we can use then poverty, we can use this word called as let's prosper. And I am available since Farhan is calling so many times. This is the first time I'm coming. I'm extremely happy that you are having these kind of programs and looking forward for the better version of this. Thank you.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಕುಂಜಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಶಾಂತಿ ಪ್ರಕಾಶನ ಅದರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಏನೆಂದರೆ, ಈ ಸಮಾಜದ ಒಟ್ಟು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ, ಯಾವ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವುಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರದು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಬಹಳ ಜೋರಾಗಿ, ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ, ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ. ದಿನದಿಂದ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ವಿಭಜನೆ, ಹಗೆತನ, ವಿದ್ವೇಷ, ಕೋಮುವಾದ, ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ, ಧರ್ಮ, ಮಸೀದಿ, ಮಂದಿರ. ಇದರ ಆಚೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಚಲಿತ ಚರ್ಚೆಗಳು ನಡೆಯುವುದು ಬಹಳ ಅಪರೂಪ. ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಒಂದು ರೋಗ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಔಷಧ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವುದೆಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು, ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು. ಅದೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ರೋಗ, ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಔಷಧ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಸಮಾಜದ ಈ ಜ್ವಲಂತ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಹಸಿವಿರಬಹುದು, ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಟ್ಗಳ ಪ್ರಾಯ 12 ವಯಸ್ಸು ಅಂತ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ವರದಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಲಿಯುವ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲೇ MDM ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಾರಕ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಲಿಯುವ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಮಾಜ ಸಂಭ್ರಮಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ನ್ಯೂ ಇಯರ್ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕುಡಿಯುವುದು ಮತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರವೇ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಮದ್ಯಪಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿದ್ದವರನ್ನು ಮನೆಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸುವ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಅಂತ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ಇದು. ಯಾವ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಂದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಅಬಕಾರಿ ಖಾತೆ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಮದ್ಯಪಾನ ಮಾಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಸಂಪಾದಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಟ್ಟು ಈ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಪಿಡುಗುಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಚ್ಚಿಡುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕೆಲವು ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಟ್ಟು ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದು ಕೂಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ, ನಾವು ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಪರಿಸರದ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಪರಿಸರ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಈಗ ಈಗ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಸಿವಿನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ನೀರಿನ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಕೃಷಿ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ವಿಷಯಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದು. ನಾವು ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಹೊಸ ತಲೆಮಾರಿಗೆ ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸುವುದಾದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾವುದು ನಡೆಯಬಾರದು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಹಂತದವರೆಗೆ ನಿವಾರಿಸಬಹುದು, ಖಂಡಿತ ನಿವಾರಿಸಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇಂತಹ ಚರ್ಚೆಗಳು ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಆಗಲಿ, ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ವಿಸ್ತಾರ ಆಗಲಿ ಈ ಚರ್ಚೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇಂತಹ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಈ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚಿಸಲು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗಳು, ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ, ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವೇದಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಚರ್ಚೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಡುವುದಾದರೆ ಒಂದು ತಲೆಮಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಹೊಸ ತಲೆಮಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಬೇಡದ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಜವಾದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಆಶಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯಾಗಲಿ ಎಂಬುದು ನನ್ನ ಹಾರೈಕೆ.
Thank you for sharing your opinion. I just tell the summary of the things so that I guess most of the points our dignitary, our guest, he may not understood. So summary, first of all, we need to work for the betterment of our country, our youngster generation. Unless we control our younger generation from drugs, we cannot develop our country. Instead of thinking of developing our own society, let's think about building our nation, building our country. Drugs elimination is only possible when its roots are being traced and eliminated. Positive motivation is very much important. Hunger-free society leads to the eradication of antisocial elements, actions are more important than speeches. Practicality makes a lot of difference. Let's come together for a noble cause at least once in a 6 months, working for eliminating educational crisis, blood crisis, health related issues. Then we can decrease the number in coming days. I can do for the society is more important than what society can do for the nation. Whatever profession we are into, we need to do it in utmost dedication. We need to talk more about our problems that will lead to eradicate our issues. We are being diverted through the systems through the system to lots of unwanted issues. I finally request our guest to deliver his address, deliver his speech, which will surely bring and which will surely motivate us to have a practicality in coming days. I request Sayyid Maulana Abdul Ali Hassani Nadwi to address.
First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the dignitaries and guests who have come all the way to join us on the Voice of Humanity. And the Voice of Humanity, or the topic of humanity, is a common platform where we can all stand together. Maulana Ali Mia Sahib used to say, there has to be a common platform, a common subject, a common objective, where we all can stand together from different communities, from different religions, from different colors and complexion, from different backgrounds. There has to be a common objective that we can work and that we can work relentlessly, and that is humanity. So Maulana basically launched this movement after the freedom of India, after the partition as well. Maulana saw the communal hatred, Maulana saw the discrimination between people. So he felt that there is a need, a bigger need, to launch a movement that can unite people in the name of humanity. Because humanity is a subject that every person in the world and every person in the country especially talks about. So in 1974, Maulana officially announced and officially launched this movement that is called All India Payam-e-Insaniyat Forum in the historical land of Allahabad. So basically the movement was as an antidote to the communal harmony, antidote to the communal hatred and discrimination that was spread by the British colonizers. So Maulana said that there has to be launched a movement that can unite people, because unity in diversity is the biggest power. If there is no unity in diversity, then that diversity can lead us to adversity. And if there is unity in diversity, then that diversity can lead us to power. So if we want to be powerful enough to be able to in competence with other countries, other superpowers, then we have to be united. And there is no subject, no beautiful subject other than humanity. Humanity is a beautiful subject, and there are a lot of things that have been said by every single guest that has been presented here, and I've heard a lot, and there is no need to say further things. The only thing that I want to say here is a message from our former president, Maulana Rabi Sahib. He used to say that the mechanism of human life basically laid down on cooperation. Without cooperation, a human being cannot live a single day. Nobody can live out a single day without being cooperated by each other. That was said by Maulana Rabi Sahib. For example, the cloth that we are wearing is made of cotton. And cotton grows in a field. We don't know the farmer who grows the cotton. And we don't know the manufacturer, and we don't know the wholesaler, we don't know the retailer, we don't know his religion, we don't know his color and complexion, we don't know his caste. We are wearing it. How much hate one can find in himself, but he wear that clothing. No matter who the person and whatever the religion he belongs to made that cloth. So basically, the human mechanism is based on cooperation. Human mechanism is based on helping out each other. That's what's said by Maulana Rabi Saab, and there is a deep message in cooperation. So let's come together to cooperate each other, and these sort of dialogues are really important. Talks are not sufficient, but talks are a step forward to do actions. So there are things that have been said, and I'm really happy, I'm really hopeful that from this platform and from this place, there will be a beacon of light, and we will start doing things. We all are influential, we all are impactful in our respective domains, so we have to play a huge role in the welfare of the society. Every single person is individual. A common person also is also responsible. But a person who is respectful, who is impactful, who is influential in his respective domain, there is an added responsibility on his shoulders. God has gifted you this respect, God has gifted you these skills, you have to implement them in the welfare of the society. And Maulana Ali Mia Saab, the founder of this organization, he used to say to every single social, religious personality, whomever he meets, he used to say that the core concept of modern India is laid down on 3 foundations. And those 3 foundations are so important that any of them, if is removed, the whole concept of India will collapse. And those 3 foundations are secularism, democracy, and non-violence. Secularism means, they are all intellectuals, but I will tell you the meaning of secularism for the sake of students as well. Secularism is that we have to tolerate other religions. Everybody is allowed to propagate his religion, everybody is allowed to practice his religion, but eventually he has to tolerate other beliefs. Eventually he has to tolerate other faiths. Eventually he has to tolerate other systems of life. And he has to be respectful to every single individual of the country, to every single citizen of the country. And then democracy. Democracy is an opportunity. We all, the people of India, have to play a huge role to welfare of the country, and then non-violence is the most important. If there is violence, then we cannot be a developed country. There will be mischief, there will be hatred, there will be prejudicial mentality, there will be discrimination, all sort of mess. So we have to maintain non-violence, and we have to maintain the respect to each other, and we have to maintain the tolerance to every single belief, to every single religion that existed in the country, to every single civilization and culture that existed in the country. And we have to respect each other, we have to come forward, we have to be united in order to make country proud, in order to make the name of the country sound. And we have to purify our hearts also, because hearts are the most important part of human body. Once the heart is purified, the whole body is sound. Once the heart is not purified, once the heart is dusted, then the whole body will collapse. Eventually the character will collapse. So we have to purify the heart in order to purify our body, our soul, and our character. And that's my thought, and I hope that we all come together in order to develop the country, in order to come forward, in order to lead people to communal harmony, lead people to love and compassion and togetherness. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I consider the guest, what he addressed, all people understood. Whether it's necessary to translate it into Kannada, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು. ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ರೈಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಮಾನಸಿಕತೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆಸಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸೈದ್ಧಾಂತಿಕ ಬಲವನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಗೌರವಿಸದೆ, ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥೈಸದೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ನಮಗೆ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ ಮೂಲವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ, ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ಐ ಪೇ ಮೈ ಗ್ರಾಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ to the guest gathered he came here from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. He is the spokesperson and he is a coordinator of All India Payam Insaniyat Forum. I pay my gratitude from Mangaluru unit, Payam Sanith, All India Payam Sanith Mangaluru unit, for being with us and sharing his opinion, as well as I pay my gratitude to each and every dignitaries. If I tell the name, each and everyone, they have their own organizations. They are the social workers. You all came from the different localities, different organizations representing here to lead and to succeed our program today. I pay my gratitude to all of you. Let's sit once again and let's discuss to the upliftment of our nation, country and people. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you one and all. Actually, we thought of arranging a food dinner, but I thought the program will be concluded very earlier. So we are giving you a food goodies, so you can take it and have the food along with your families. Sir, one second.